My name is Amy Kuslik and I'm the Animal Projects Coordinator at the Fort Worth Zoo. So from the time I was young, I knew I wanted to work with animals, but I just wasn't sure what capacity I wanted to work with them. And then I went to Cornell University to pursue a degree in animal science. And while I was there, I took a class in animal nutrition taught by my advisor, Dr. Ellen Bell, and it inspired me to pursue nutrition. So when I came to the Fort Worth Zoo, my job for the nutrition laboratory was basically to get it up and running. It was brand new, the equipment was here, but it was my job to basically get it working. So I developed and validated assays for minerals, for polyphenolics, for vitamin A and E, by HPLC, as well as what I'm learning about now, which is setting up a lab to do a PCR assay for EEHV.
So we are testing our elephants for elephant endothelial trophic herpes virus, or EEHV as we call it. Like other herpes viruses, elephants get infected and then they remain infected for life, and it's usually in a latent or hidden infection. But when young elephants get infected the first time, then they can get a serious, oftentimes fatal infection from this virus. All elephants carry EEHV. At some point in their lives, they will become infected and they'll carry it. And this is a virus that has been evolving with them for millions of years. And sometimes there's no clinical signs. But when we do see clinical signs, they can often be dead within 24 hours. So we're really in a rush to treat them as fast as we can. And then when they have clinical EHV, we typically see the virus in their blood. And so we can use the PCR to detect the virus circulating in their blood. And that's when we know that we need to treat them.
Researchers at Smithsonian's National Zoo and Conservation Biology Institute were actually the first to discover EEHV in 1995. And so they have a very well-established lab there. And we at the Fort Worth Zoo actually send weekly samples from our elephants to Smithsonian's National Zoo and get those results weekly. So if we have a situation where we need immediate testing, then it might be kind of difficult to send those samples to National Zoo. We may not have the time we need to get the results so that we could have immediate action. I can't stress enough, the key to saving the elephant's life is early detection and starting the treatment immediately. So the process is to isolate and amplify pieces of DNA, in this case the EEHV virus. So for this we had to purchase entirely new equipment for our lab. One of the main pieces of equipment we purchased was a Quant Studio 3. Basically it is equipment like this that allows someone like me who is new to PCR to actually conduct this assay.
It was a great pleasure to meet Amy and learn about her science and how we can implement this real-time PCR to routinely monitor for this virus in Asian elephants. And I'm hoping that more zoos in the United States will employ this technique to be able to monitor their elephant calves and reduce this mortality rate across all the zoos for these Asian elephants in captivity.
So basically, I have been in constant contact and communications with the Thermo Fisher team. From the very beginning, ordering the equipment, we've had conference calls, we've had Teams meetings, we've had an on-site visit. They've really been there for me every step of the way, and the zoo setting up this PCR assay.
So I think as the PCR technology advances and it becomes more automated and easier for people to use, then I think we could be using this technology to tailor disease testing for a particular collection or a particular zoo. We could potentially use it for quarantine animals to get results faster. We could use it for epidemiological studies. And so again, we could just tailor this for, every zoo could tailor it to their needs. And then more and more zoos are bringing in-house PCR labs into their hospitals, and I think it's going to really help us manage this disease.
Absolutely the diversity of the work I get to do. I love that my work is never boring, that I'm always learning, and really that everything I do is for the health and longevity of the animals and benefiting species conservation.